off the spiller to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this after the 35-yard line. The Chargers at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got
his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Wilson will throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Partners, not often did you see one of those big tight ends get overthrown in the end zone, but we just saw it happen.
Second and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Done good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Done good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know.
Cook's full extension. It's complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Spiller. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass complete to Marvin Mims. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. They go play action with Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing is Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Play action. Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now done for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play in a quick strike.
Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. That is caught, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He gets it to Cooks. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Spiller is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown, Chargers! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Wilson. Wright's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson will throw again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Done good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Broncos 31, Chargers 8.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. Shifts by him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Herbert's throw taken in there by Cooks. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the drive starts with a completion left side and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This one swung out to Williams. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now Wilson on 1st down. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now done for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the air again, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Milton Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move. He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Wilson wants to throw it. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the